something that can happen in our adult facade is that we become so rageful and angry that we no longer want to be here, you know. We want to attack ourselves, and that happens with the pirate. He wants to kill himself because he's just in a rage, right? He's just, what was he unhappy about? Peter being back, or like what was his rage about?
Yeah, so I wrote here, like, he's angry about his good form. You know, good form meaning like his fairness. He's being fair there, and he shouldn't have been.
Yeah,
right?
so he's attacking
angry.
himself.
He's like, oh man, and now I have to. Not only am I angry that I was polite enough to let him have his time to become the Peter Pan I want to fight, but I have to wait now 3 days for a war. Like, I'm impatient.
Yeah.
Right? Plus, I'm disappointed because I know that he's not going to make it, and I'm going to be even more disappointed. And then, plus, I hate living in this flawed body. He literally says, I hate my body.
Yeah.
And I hate living in Neverland, but he doesn't move. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then he's like, and I hate Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Blaming others for his anger and resentment and lack of growth.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, all his anger is in his life makes him feel that there is no point to life, and that his life is over, and that he should just kill himself and commit suicide.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
All great symbolisms there, like in terms of great representations of this adult facade, like in terms of, pretty much, you know, when we are in our facade, we are often angry and rageful about not having our addictions met, the things that we want to make us feel good about ourselves. You know, he's basically empty, unhappy, wants revenge, scheming, finding ways for revenge, wants to kill Peter Pan, like you said. He's manipulative, and he wants that power and glory.
That's right.
And he blames others even for his own violence, calls others a sadist, which was manipulative because he's like, Shmee.
Yeah. Don't try to stop me, Shmee. Don't try to stop me. Shmee. Stop me. Shmee, get off your ass and get over here. I'm about to commit suicide. You know?
So he's like,
You know?
even making other people responsible for his own actions,
You know?
like to, you know, get people to, like, you know, partake in his, like, you know, facade. Basically, and then calling Shmee, what are you, a sadist?
Yeah.
Just standing by watching me commit suicide?
Because even Shmee was like, oh, well, he's getting dramatic again. Like, obviously, it's just something that he always does to get attention. You know? Like,
exactly.
And then he even with what you're saying, he's like, he concludes that death is the only adventure. So he doesn't see life as an adventure.
He doesn't see it, and
do you know what I mean?
That's what we all feel. Well, I know I've felt that so many times. Like, I don't know how long I lived my life not wanting to exist every single day because I was that angry and that in my facade and addictions not being met that I just don't want to be here anymore. And, it's just like that, you know, it's just the movie, like, really, without even knowing it, they just like had all
expressed
these
a very deep truth there that a lot of people, you know, who are suicidal actually have a lot of sadness and anger.
Deep down, there's the sadness right at the bottom, but it's covered by anger and attack of self.
Yes.
And another cool thing that I thought was really, you know, awesome that the film really expressed well was how even the pirate hated how he looks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like that's a big part of our adult facade is we are so critical of how we look, you know, like how are we looking on camera? Oh, can I see my double chin? Like, you know, oh my gosh, like, you know what I mean? I know I'm like that.
Yeah.
I'm so critical because I'm still in my facade about that. But living up to these standards of beauty in the world, you know, and
I have that with my fatness on camera. Yeah. Sure.
You know, so we're very critical of how we look, and when we're children, we don't even know how we look because we don't even really take notice of it.
We're busy
Well,
in
I
our
mean,
zone,
we
being
probably
present.
look at ourselves, but we don't go, oh, your eyebrow's not perfect. It's got a little gap there. No, you don't even think that there's anything wrong. Like when I broke out in pimples as a teenager, I didn't look at myself in the mirror and go, oh, there's something wrong. I didn't. But it wasn't until people pointed it out to me. Oh, what's going on? You got all these pimples. That you're like, what? Like, but it's more that feeling of judgment they're projecting at you and shame that
Now
makes
you
you
don't
go,
want to ever feel that again. So
it's like, I didn't know that was anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But now I feel like there's something wrong with my skin. I've got to like fix it because you're losing that adoration that you once had as a child or whatever it might be. You know, in my case, that's
Totally.
what it was. You know, so